I am nothing without Shane. Well,
What?
I'm not. I wouldn't function as an adult or a person or a creator without you.
That is right. You definitely would. Wow, what would you do without me? That is scary.
It is scary.
Kidding.
So that's a really interesting point that RYLAND made, and he's pretty open and vulnerable about that. I mean, he was joking about it, but at the same time, he wasn't joking. He said basically everything that's going on in his life that's good is contributed to Shane. The fact that he's an influencer, the fact that he can actually operate from day to day, that's a really big compliment, and I wonder how true it actually is. How big would RYLAND be without Shane? And I know nothing about RYLAND, but is he the type of person that cannot function without somebody that is loving and supporting in a relationship with him? You know, this is interesting. I did the first Shane and RYLAND video. You can click and watch it here a while back before Shane's cancellation, not knowing all of the fucking dark, crazy shit that he's done and he's said. But now he's kind of making his comeback, and I'm gonna be looking at their relationship, and that's it. And I want you to remember why you're here in this YouTube channel. It is not to come here for drama. It is here for one thing, for you to learn stuff about relationships so you could take them and use them in your own life. If you're here for the first time right now, you can click subscribe. That is why I make videos, to improve your life. Everything else, it's just for fun, it's for entertainment. If I'm not helping you, then I'm wasting my time here. So again, the reason why I'm reacting to this video is because I want to see, and like I saw in the first video, they have a healthy, loving relationship where they have a ton of chemistry, they share the same sense of humor, they get along really, really well. And if you could learn something from what we're about to watch right now, that's the only thing that I care about.
Okay, so yeah.
What are we talking about? I want the electric one, but I know it doesn't come out till next year, and I need a truck now. So I'm gonna get, and I don't need a new one. I'll get a used one. I don't care. Put some love on it. Like, I want a white truck. It could even be from the 90s. I don't care.
Shane,
What?
I want to wait for the electric one.
Is that a Nikki tutorial? Sorry, I keep seeing YouTubers at the Ford dealership in Colorado. Like, is this the nuance?
Well, okay, the reason we're here today, though, is because they did say that they had the Lightning, which is the one we want, in stock to drive. All right, should we go see if they have the car?
Sorry, I'm just so distracted because now I'm seeing Nikita Dragon in the parking lot. I'm just like, is a Hollywood fix here? Like, all right, let's get Daddy a truck.
What I'm seeing from this clip right here, and something that I haven't thought about but until recently because it's been on my mind so often lately, is the personality types of Shane and RYLAND. Now, I have a good friend named Eric Wen. You could watch a video from him right up here. He breaks down personality types all the time. Something important about personality types is the person's dominant function. What do they do most of the time? And what I'm seeing right here is something that Shane definitely is doing all of the time, is introverted feeling. In other words, all of his decision making is based on how am I feeling, and he's very in touch with how he feels. But it seems like RYLAND, on the other hand, is an extroverted feeler. In other words, he makes his decisions based on how the people in the room are feeling. And if you look at RYLAND, he's constantly checking in with Shane about what he says, about what Shane's saying, about what decisions to make. RYLAND seems like the type of guy that makes sure everybody in the room is feeling good. He wants to up the harmony of the room by using himself as an instrument for that. Whereas Shane is more focused on saying, how do I feel and how could I express my true feelings out to the world? Now, these dynamics tend to work really well. They tend to balance each other out. In fact, the relationship with me and my girlfriend is just like that. I'm the introverted feeler, she's the extroverted feeler, and we balance really, really well in that way. That's what I'm seeing here.
I want to be that person, but the cookie dough is like about to fall, and like, if you ruin my new truck, I'll kill you.
Oh my gosh. Should we eat outside? We could go home and eat on the patio.
Should we tailgate?
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding. We can eat in here. It's okay.
I'll be very careful. What do you want to start with?
How about the messiest thing ever, nachos? Why did we do that? It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Even if we spill it.
Oh my god. I mean, wow, these are gorgeous.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, they have the nacho cheese.
Oh god, oh god.
Wow, this is your nightmare with me.
Oh. I love my truck! Maybe we shouldn't do these anymore. Why do I do this? Why do we do this?
Well, I can eat these at a later time, like after we're done with this. I need one more bite. Oh my god.
Oh, fucking fuck! Sorry. Why did I do this? Why do I do this? This is so stupid.
Yum. I also got a burger. Yum. Wow. This is fantastic. Oh my god, we're eating good tonight. Okay, let's try the desserts. The cookie dough. Oh yeah.
I love the idea of edible cookie dough. I just spilled everywhere. Oh,
Good. Thank God it was you and not me.
Honestly, you're lucky.
Of course, Shane's the one that doesn't want Ryland to spill anything, but Shane's the one that's spilling everything.
The car is stunning though. Gorgeous.
I love you, Brittany.
I haven't driven her. Should we go get coffee? Actually, last time we went to get coffee, it turned into buying a truck, so maybe we shouldn't leave the house.
Yeah, let's go buy a yacht!
Or a yak.
So I'm noticing a lot of times during this video, when Ryland wants to do something, he doesn't say, I want to do something. He says, should we go do this? Now, once again, he's checking in on how Shane is feeling regarding doing something. He doesn't say, oh, let's go do this because I want to do this. This is what I believe is an extroverted feeler. And this is the thing that confuses me to no end with me and my girlfriend, is that extroverted feelers actually enjoy knowing what the other person's doing, how they're feeling, and kind of going with it. That's not saying that they're followers or that they're submissive or anything like that. It just means that they love harmony. That is what they live for. Introverted feelers, they love harmony within themselves. They like making sure everything that's going on here is working all perfectly, and they're in touch with it, and they know how they're feeling, and however they're feeling is accurately being expressed outwardly. Extroverted feelers, they care much less about that. They care about making sure that the room is working really well, and that whatever they are doing is contributing well to the harmony of the room. Once again, this is what I'm seeing with the back and forth with Shane and Ryland. Now, in your own relationship, if you're looking to date somebody and looking for a relationship that has that beautiful dynamic like that, I recommend looking for people that tend to have the opposite of what you have in terms of what kind of feeler you are. Are you an extroverted or introverted feeler? Also, this is not some hard and fast rule where it must happen or it won't be a good relationship. I'm sure there's tons of relationships where there's both introverted feelers or both extroverted feelers. That's completely fine. But with extroverted and introverted feelers, there tends to be really great balance between the two where it just works for a long-term situation.
Alpaca. We want an alpaca.
Oh my god. That needs a blanket, it needs a moment, we need a candle. Like, I need to do this.
I need to just look up their personality types or what people think their personality types are right now because it's killing me. It's saying that Shane Dawson is an ENFP, which is what I am, which is introverted feeler, as the second function. Now let's look up Ryland. And I was right. ESFJ is Ryland Adams, which means his dominant is an extroverted feeler. Perfect balance going on here, guys.
It's so interesting because, not interesting. I'm so interesting. I don't think I've ever talked about it before, but I feel like, because I feel weird talking about like things I have. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
When people talk about things they have, it almost seems like, oh, they're trying to like brag. Like they have. That's sick.
What I'd really like to see is a famous couple that met online, like that met on Raya and then got into a relationship, because that to me would make it like just as real as everyone else's dating life, right? Like having to swipe, going through the texting, oh, is they gonna respond back? All of that stuff. That's what's interesting to me. And that's why I made a free online dating class that you can get in the link in the description that'll teach you the one change you need to make to your online dating approach that will only bring you dates that you are attracted to. And if you like that free class, guess what? I don't know why I do these things. You have an opportunity to get my full online dating course called Textual Healing at a discount after you watch the free class. I just updated it with a new section called Dating Perspectives, where I take single people from around Los Angeles and I have them literally start swiping on people's profiles and critiquing them, giving their feedback about what they like, what they don't like, why they would swipe, why they wouldn't swipe right on somebody's profile. It's super, super valuable. When I was single, I would have loved a resource that showed what is the other person thinking of my profile. And now you have that resource in the Textual Healing online dating course. Click the link in the description to get it. But let's watch the rest of this video and then you can watch.
Shane thrives under chaos. So like I'm the opposite.
Wait, what?
Well, no.
Wait,
Like,
we just established the the inverse of that.
Well, oh no, he thrives under pressure.
Right.
So
Yes.
I'm saying, like, if there's a deadline or if there's a video that's supposed to be out tomorrow and it's only halfway finished, Shane's like, oh, I'll stay up all night, I'll power through it, and I'll do it. Where I'll be like, oh, that's too tight of a deadline. I'll just panic and it won't happen because I need to have like 5 hours of my most productive awake time working. So we're opposite in that you thrive under pressure.
And you're lazy.
I die under pressure. I'm not lazy. I would not say I'm lazy whatsoever.
You are
No,
very
I'm
lazy.
routine lazy.
Maury, Maury.
That is a
You're a
personal attack.
Taurus. You're
no,
very
I'm not
lazy.
lazy. I'm slow.
You're lazy.
I'm not
but
lazy. I'm slow. I'm special,
There's
Shane.
a difference.
Look at Ryland's face right now. It's like literally turning red. I feel bad for him because I feel like Ryland does hold in a lot of his emotions and not really express how he feels in the moment. And so I could literally see his face getting redder at this moment right now.
I would not say I'm lazy. I accomplish a lot in a day. And I do. You thrive more so doing work things. I thrive more.
Chris
like,
and I just take our headphones off and like quietly go back
No.
to Los Angeles.
I am the one that the house is functioning because of me. Like, like I do the trashes, the dishes, walk the dogs. You are much better at what?
I feed you.
Yeah, Shane feeds me.
I would say,
We started this podcast with you are nothing without him.
yeah, and now it's like,
No, I'm saying we have different strengths. Okay, before we
You
got
guys
into
are two complete people who complement each other really nicely. I think we should still keep the rings on, and the family doesn't. need
He's
to ring
never
them.
worn one of the rings I got him.
my fingers don't have real
I've
knuckles.
gotten you 5
They
rings.
slide off.
I bought in him 5
I have
rings.
straight fingers. They just slide
And they
off.
range in prices.
My
Very
husband doesn't wear a
expensive
ring either.
To like the stretchy, ugly ones that are like
Joe wears the rubber ones
so
too.
that he doesn't go out in public and Chris's of the world aren't trying to fuck him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wasn't saying this is a bad thing. I was saying we have different skill sets before we get into your OCD. You thrive under pressure or a deadline. I am scheduled and do not thrive under a deadline. However, I am good at like making sure our house is afloat.
So that was a really interesting interaction I just saw between Shane and Ryland. To me, that was one of the most real interactions I've ever seen them have. And that's why I'm so glad that they were on the podcast together. Do I think that Shane and Ryland fight all the time? No. Do I think that Shane and Ryland do have like frequent little disagreements like this a lot? Yeah. I love all these like little question things I do. Do I feel like Shane and Ryland are completely fine despite little quibbles they might have about who does what? Yeah. Do these two love each other a lot? Yeah. Let's keep the questions going. Do I think they're gonna go to the long run? 100%. And the reason why, because I really do think that they need each other. Like they literally are support systems for each other. I know that Shane is always looking for the humorous angle to make something funny, to start a little bit of drama. And I know that he was doing it at the expense of Ryland's anxiety because he knows that, you know, this is not a big thing right here. But do I think that Shane does this with Ryland, you know, when the cameras are not on? Yeah, I think he does. And what I would say to these two is never ever say something that you think is going to make the other person feel bad. Now, that's not to say that you can't call out your partner for something that you see is not going on. It's not to say that you can't ask your partner to do something where you think they should be doing it, but it's really in the way that you say it. Are you saying it in a way that's making them feel bad? Like when Shane called Ryland lazy, is that really gonna make Ryland feel good about himself? Is that going to make Ryland be a little bit more on top of things? I don't think it was. Once again, I do think for the cameras, Shane, you know, likes to say things that he knows is gonna stir up the pot. I mean, he's a comedian, but I know that to have a really, really good relationship with no fighting whatsoever, the utmost respect for each other in this way is so, so important. Saying something in the nicest way possible is always going to be the best way. What if somebody was mean to you first? What if they were disrespectful? Doesn't matter. Because what's gonna happen is if you fall into somebody's negativity, then they're gonna fall into that negativity and back and forth, and it's gonna grow and grow and grow. What you wanna do is if you notice somebody's negative, just spin that into something positive. Spin spin it into love for them. What will likely happen is they're gonna go, oh, this negative thing doesn't work on my partner. Or they'll just forget to be negative around you. And you're gonna kill the negative drama thing very early on. You know, when two people are in a relationship, we consider ourselves basically one little team. And when a team literally cannot work when it's fighting amongst itself, it always has to be on its own side. So if something that you don't agree with about your partner is happening, the worst thing you could do is to be against your partner. The best thing that you could do is help your partner. Make your partner feel good, inspire. Do it in a way that makes them feel like they're the great one, not like you're the one that saved them, but make your partner feel like the better person. Now, that being said, you may be already in a relationship that's kind of toxic, where the person that you're in a relationship with is kind of shitty. They just want the power over everyone, including you. In that case, you just break up with the person. It's gonna be hard to work on stuff with somebody that is gonna take years of kind of therapy, rehab to turn into a really selfless, loving person. It's better that you just find somebody from the beginning that shares the same values about a relationship as you. Now, if you are in that healthy relationship, there's still going to be some negativity and some drama, but it'll be at a point where it won't be so heavy. It won't be the type of thing that is going to be very difficult to get rid of and work on. For the most part, I would say that Shane and Ryland's relationship is pretty damn healthy. I think they're pretty damn good for each other, and I could tell that they mostly have each other's backs and are trying to help and support each other. But I'd love to chat with them. I'd love to meet up with them and help them through any type of arguments they might get in, like this. This isn't even an argument, right? It's just kind of them going back and forth, teasing each other, but I could definitely see that Ryland was getting anxious. He was getting a little bit upset on the inside, and he wasn't letting it out because that's his personality type. There's a lot to break down with this couple. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more videos of them that get even deeper into who they are and what their relationship dynamic is like. If this video gets to 100,000 views, I'll do a part 3. If it doesn't, if it gets to 99,999 views, then fuck you. Yeah, I won't do a part 2. Or no, a part 3. So I have 3 fun things I want to talk to you about. Number 1, you can click the link in the description for the free online dating class. Number 2, I just started a new podcast where I go live twice a week on YouTube, where we talk about relationships, social skills, confidence, happiness, and how to be yourself in the process. With this podcast, it's super important that I get you guys involved. I really want to build a strong community with the Betas podcast. And that's why I bring subscribers up for a live Q&A. I'll put you guys on fake dates on Zoom live and then give you some pointers along the way to help you get ready for dates in real life. Click the link in the description. I stream 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. I very well might be streaming right now. And number 3, I finally have a Reddit, everybody. This is the place where you could suggest new video ideas for me. I'm gonna be looking at it every day, all the time. And you don't just have to post video links of videos you want me to react to. You could also post memes, ideas for new series you want me to put out, anything like that.